So I've been holding this in for a while now, but I think it's finally time to talk about it. I don't trust YouTubers when they promote products anymore. And I know that might sound harsh, but hear me out. It's not about hating creators or trying to cancel anyone. It's about accountability, transparency, and the reality that not all sponsorships are to be trusted just because the product is being recommended by your favourite creators. I used to give creators the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to believe they vetted their sponsors, that they cared. But my breaking point came when creators I really liked, creators I trusted, started promoting the same questionable brands over and over. You start to notice patterns, the same script, the same overhyped benefits, and then when viewers raise legitimate concerns, silence. No follow-up, no accountability. And that silence, it speaks volumes. That's when I realised I can't trust what these creators are promoting, even if I still enjoy their content. Let's talk about HelloFresh, a company my own family tried. At first, it was great, convenient, fresh ingredients and new recipe, but that didn't last and the quality quickly started slipping. The meat, pretty average unless you wanted to pay extra for the premium meals. And then came the missing ingredients, or surprise substitutions, or getting the wrong recipe card, or no recipe cards at all. Sometimes we'd get 2 of the same recipe card and none for the other dish we were supposed to cook. And then there was the garlic. Every week, they'd send us 1 to 2 whole garlic bulbs. Not cloves, bulbs. But the recipes barely used that much. So we'd save the extra expecting to use it later. But then the next week, more garlic. Before we knew it, our fridge was basically turning into a garlic storage unit. Like, was this some kind of subtle vampire protection plan? Some weird loyalty bonus? Thanks for subscribing. Here's more garlic. It sounds funny, but it reflects a bigger issue. Sloppy planning, poor oversight, and a drop in quality you wouldn't expect from a company getting promoted by nearly every major YouTuber. It was frustrating to say the least, and all I could think about was how many YouTubers were still out there hyping it up like it was flawless. Parasocial relationships. They're real and we spend hours watching these creators. We build trust, connection and familiarity. And advertisers know that. They use it and they turn trust into a transaction. And creators themselves are put in a tough spot, especially smaller ones. But it's not an excuse to ignore what you're putting in front of your audience. You're not just recommending a product. You're leveraging the trust of people who care about your opinion. Here's where things get serious. I'm not saying creators are evil, but they do have a responsibility. When you have hundreds of thousands or even millions of people watching you, promoting a product isn't just an ad, it's a recommendation built on trust. But when creators ignore red flags, or worse, they don't even look into what they're promoting, it breaks that trust, and honestly, it makes it hard to believe anything they say. Remember established titles? Buy a plot of land in Scotland, become a lord or lady, except not really. Or kamikoto knives. Those traditional Japanese blades that weren't traditional or even that high quality. These were massive sponsor scandals. So why do creators keep promoting this stuff? Why do they never learn? Let's talk about some of these companies specifically. BetterHelp was caught selling user health data to advertisers. Had unlicensed therapists, even impersonated real licensed therapists without consent. Not to forget the inconsistent therapist quality, lack of ethical transparency, and questionable marketing tactics. With Fume, you're literally inhaling essential oils straight into your lungs, and the supplier linked to an MLM pyramid scheme. These essential oils are made from natural plants. However, because it's natural, there is a risk of allergic reactions, which isn't always said when creators promote it. And with honey, MacLeod's video exposed that honey isn't the neutral savings tool it advertises. Instead, it redirects affiliate commissions away from influencers and suppresses better deals, prioritizing its own profits over creators and users. This has stirred substantial backlash, legal action, and debate over how affiliate-driven tools should operate. Air Up is a gimmick that uses scented pods to make your water taste like fruit. It's expensive, wasteful, and contributes more plastic rubbish, and despite saying they're recyclable on their website, in the UK it isn't stated online if they can be recycled at all, because they aren't mentioned anywhere. Besides, what's wrong with ordinary flavoured water? HelloFresh, again, now owns Factor, Green Chef and other meal kits. They take up 80% of the market, but they're not always upfront about that, unless you do a Google search. So if one brand fails you, you might unknowingly switch to another they also own. Not to mention, they've come under investigation for treating their workers poorly or downright illegally. Now, when a creator recommends something, even a good product, I hesitate. Companies like Incogni, Saley, Crown News, they might be great, but the moment every creator starts using the same buzzwords, same talking points, I start questioning if I'm being sold something I don't need. That doubt is the result of over-sponsorship fatigue, and that's a real problem. Creators need to research, be transparent, and push back when brands want a script. And viewers, we need to stay critical, even if it's a creator we love. Let me be clear, this isn't just about creators. It's about how broken the entire monetization model is. A lot of smaller creators rely on sponsors to stay afloat, and that's a bigger conversation we should be having. But still, that doesn't excuse promoting shady or harmful products, especially without transparency. Now, to be fair, some of these products do help people. I've seen people say BetterHelp changed their life, or Air Up helped them drink more water, and HelloFresh does work for some families. Even Fume has apparently helped people quit smoking, and that's valid, but it doesn't erase the fact that these products are often overpriced, poorly disclosed, or tied to shady practices. I'm not saying creators should never take sponsors, but I am saying they should research them. Be better. Look into the companies. Listen to your audience. Because once trust is broken, it's hard to earn back. And for viewers, it's okay to question. It's okay to ask for transparency. Just because someone you admire promotes something doesn't mean it's safe, healthy, or ethical. This isn't a call to cancel creators. It's a call for honesty. Sponsorships aren't going anywhere, but that doesn't mean we should blindly trust every creator who says this video is sponsored by. Have you had a bad experience with a sponsored product? Have you stopped trusting creators too? Like, share and subscribe if you want more honest takes like this, and let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And if you're a creator watching this, do your homework, please. For all of us.